dream or just reality? This is not how I thought it would be. We are stuck in modern slavery. This is how it's always going to believe the things that I see. Our eyes are blinded by democracy. Make believe that we will never be the things that we were meant to be.
I'm Morty, and this is Morty on the Move. Yeah! I thought we were going to go on a commercial. Welcome to Morty on the Move. Jessica, you think we can get that garage door? Thanks for joining, everybody. It's been... yeah! It's been quite the year. What the hell is going on? I'm getting up on it.
Where did you just go?
No idea where an ashtray is.
Oh.
Ashtray.
All right, but anyway, we got a lot going on this summer. Like I said, we teamed up with Habitat for Humanity, and I'm going out this Friday at 3 o'clock, talking with Greg and his team, and we're gonna bring them on the show probably here in a couple weeks after they lift this quarantine thing going. So we're going to we're going to go ahead and talk about Habitat for Humanity and really what Habitat for Humanity is. They're more than just building homes. You know, you see Jimmy Carter out there working his butt off building all these homes, but actually it's all about sweat equity and helping these people out get on their feet and stuff. So we're gonna have Greg and Susan on the show here in a couple of weeks, and we'll learn a lot more about Habitat for Humanity. But the Baxter Family Promise is still open. We're still trying to raise money to help the Baxter Family Promise. So go ahead and hopefully we got some links on there you could click on. Go there, even just drop a message, a positive message, you know. So do that. And we've been doing okay. Monday was our first 420 show, and I tell you what, I've gotten a little bit of, I'm still high from Monday, and that was our first 420 show, sponsored by Mountain Wookie in Canyon City and Woodland Park. That's mountainwookie.com, right? So check them out. There's a link there. They even have Etsy up, so you could shop online because they have been closed, and that's how they've been able to pay their rent. And so great shop up in Canyon City, huge. And I tell you, Mariah brought down some great gifts. I mean, the big glass bong, look, comes in this nice padded case too. So we're going to give that away next week on the show, and we're going to have special guest one-man band Bobby Dean perform for us that night. We're going to have Mariah come by, and we're going to give away this big stuff and beautiful bongs and pipes. So while we're talking about giving away stuff, what do you say we give away some stuff? Shit, I got a grinder. Earlier today, we are doing a 420 giveaway. We're giving away 2 shirts. So 2 winners every day at 420 until next Wednesday. So another 7, we're giving away another 14 shirts. So keep on looking and, you know, being aware. And remember, you know, like it, love it, share it. It pays, you know. So the qualifications to enter to get into winning prizes is you like the Morty page, you like Chieftainess, that is the band that was on the 420 special, you like Mountain Wookie in Canyon City and Woodland Park, and you share the 420 Chieftainess show. So them are the 4 things you got to do to enter to win. And I tell you what, Mark Sandoval did all of them things. Mark Sandoval and Max DeMarco are the 2 winners tonight, which Mark Sandoval, look, check this out, dude. This is a nice Mountain Wookie, where am I at? Am I there or there?
This one, yeah.
This cool Mountain Wookie grinder. It's pretty nice. It's so congratulations.
Hold that up one more time for it.
It's a pretty nice little grinder. Very nice, actually. So, congratulations, Mark Sandoval. I'll send you a message. I do believe I recognize that name. But Max DeMarco, check this out. I've got a special pipe. Check this out. It's like a shell. You can just set it on the table. Nobody even knows it's a pipe. So, congratulations, Max DeMarco. And thanks for doing all 4 of them deals, you know. This is Mountain Wookie. Hell yeah. Go visit their web pages and all that stuff and give them a like on Facebook. Enter to win some of this great stuff. You can see the bong back there. We're going to give that away Wednesday. We're going to give away this massive bong with the case and a lot of other stuff. Mark, I'll throw some papers and cones in with this too. So congratulations, Mark Sandoval and Max DeMarco. That was so much fun. I love giving shit away and doing kind things for kind people. And another person that has done all 4 things is Diane Tice. And we got a shirt for Diane Tice. Thanks for doing all that, and thanks for these support. Remember, next week, we're going to give away all that stuff with special guest Bobby Dean on the show. He's going to be rocking the one-man band like you've never heard. It'll probably be like a sound guy's best freaking dream. I mean, one-man band. Do you think that's one mic on the one-man band, Zach?
On what? One mic on the one-man band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his whole drum set?
Well, no.
Is it going to be a nightmare or? Dun, 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 dun. Have you done a one-man band? Mic'd up a one-man band before?
Nope.
See?
So I'm going to make it happen.
Gonna make it happen. See, hell yeah.
Zach's much more positive than me.
We got the drummer from Chieftainess here tonight. He's also the sound guy. He's also the drummer for Street Corner Gypsy. One of the busiest guys right now, huh? You're gonna be busy. That's good for you, though.
Post-COVID, man, fucking going to be getting
Yeah.
after it, dude.
Yeah,
Got a
get
lot of
after it.
plans. A lot of very, very cool things have comprised in the past few days, and I'm shocked and just kind of trying to take it all in at the same time. But
Yeah.
a lot of very, very cool things coming. Hopefully fall. Hopefully, maybe, depends on how we want to go about things. But
Right.
a lot of cool shit coming.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta stick around so I can talk to you. All right. Also, earlier today, did I say that we did a 420 earlier today with Chieftainess? Actually, I went by their lair, and they told me where it was. I gave them no choice, but I stormed their lair and made them do a 420 video of the winners today, and that was Poto. Way to go, Poto and Soup. Won a couple shirts. So congratulations. We got giveaways all week, like I said, and go out there and do them 4 things: share, like, and love. Right? Just show everybody some love. Tim needs some love. I see it on your face, Tim.
I cry myself to sleep at night most
Yeah,
nights.
in a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see it.
Covered in.
Just don't touch
never
your
mind.
face.
Covered in
Never
never mind. But anyway, tonight we got all the way from Austin, Texas. Houston. Did I say Austin? I did. God, how far is Austin from Houston?
I
2
don't know.
hours? Oh, yeah. I got 2 hours. Depends on, yeah, that's for sure, huh? How you been, Rage?
Adapting and overcoming with all this
Team bullshit.
COVID-19
Yeah,
bullshit.
So are you doing
just doing the Little Rage Radio. We did Volume 5. Radio. We did Volume 5. It's 2 solid hours of underground hard rock and heavy metal. Hard rock. I try to keep my voice off of it as much as possible. Voice off of it as much as possible. Speak for itself. Let the music speak for itself. And reaching out to bands in South America and South America, trying to get them on the program. Networking, and basically networking. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
So
trying to.
Yeah, I'm. That's. I've got a pretty good networking thing going here, and the support from all the local music scene. So do you go to clubs and check out the new music and maybe get to know some of the bands, and how do you go about getting a band on your show? But by the way, let's talk a little bit about Rage. Okay, you started a podcast, internet radio.
Well, actually,
radio station.
Yeah, well, I started. It actually started on YouTube, and they got to the point where, if you're a creator, they're going to try to strike you down. So I got away from that and went to the podcast format, and then it pretty much just exploded from there.
Right.
And I met up with, got hooked up, with Voodoo Queen Management out of Illinois. I believe it's Bracketville, Illinois. And within 2 weeks, I had 3 of Yvonne Loveland's roster of bands on the show, and then it just snowballed from there.
Nice. So you're on the internet radio. Let's talk a little bit about the internet radio. We were just talking about the internet radio a little earlier, and I'm getting all kinds of. I know I'm number one. Okay, I love you too. But so what made you go into internet radio instead of AM/FM?
FCC license.
So
and I have a potty mouth like nobody's
right.
business.
So the internet radio lets you swear and do all that other crap. But how is that? How many followers or how many listeners do you get in your show? Is it worth it? Is it building Rage?
Well, everything is pre-recorded and then uploaded, and I looked at the metrics from my distributor and from the Facebook interaction I have, and I have a pretty good footprint in Europe. I'm in Russia. Just recently started getting listenership in Japan, South America, Mexico. So
nice.
it's growing. Yeah, and yes, to answer your question, it is totally worth it.
Right. Well, we always said here when we started this thing, it's all about the music and having a good time with it. I mean, if it gets all serious all the time, it's not worth it. Anything can go right or wrong, and our excuse is we're wrong. And everybody says never lose the rawness of the show. And I don't. I really don't. I love my mismatching carpets. I love the smoke and yeah, it smells like Teen Spirit in my fucking garage every Wednesday. So yeah, I love doing what we're doing, and yeah, I hope you get a lot more listeners. And what bands do you have coming up? You're going to let's build it up. Let's see.
To kind of answer your question earlier, yes, I do go to clubs. There's one that's 4 miles from my house, and it's Acadia Bar and Grill, and the sound, the lighting, the bar staff, everybody there is phenomenal. I have maybe 4 or 5 bands that I've seen there have actually come on the show.
Nice.
So it's definitely cool. But I actually reached out to Chieftainess during your live stream Monday to come on the show. So we're working that out as we speak. They were badass, and there's something I've been wanting to get on the show because I preach, for lack of a better term, that whether it's rock, hard rock, metal, jazz, whatever, it all came from the blues. And I need to have a blues band on here, blues band. And I want Chieftainess on there.
The lead guitar player for Chieftainess is also lead guitar player for He Kill 3. His name is The Kid, and AK, he's
Amen.
Just phenomenal, man. And He Kill 3 they're going to come on the show here next month. So, yeah, they got some new stuff too. But yeah, great band.
And if I can say, just plug you a little bit, is the great thing about Morty on the Move is it is raw. You get live music, you have fun, and that's the draw. Speaking for me, you do the games and even if it's just y'all just sitting there bullshitting about nothing, it's fun, and you engage your audience. There's no fourth wall, which is great.
We're going to try and get into more.
I push you on my program as much as I can.
On. And, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. It always helps, man. Yeah. Hell yeah. So, any big shows coming up for you? How are they going to handle all this?
I think once all this isolation stuff and this quarantine is all done and over with, I'd like to do some type of live stream, either on Facebook Live or Instagram something, and go just show some bands performing live at Acadia. I'll see if I can work out something with them. But it right now it's week to week on who's going to be on the program. But I'll always find something to push, and even if it's just me talking for a little bit and playing some tunes, that's what's going to happen.
Right on. So you try and push your locals as far as the 5 bands that you've had on there. You try and push the local, or you're really trying to get some national acts on there, right?
Well, no. I mean, I want them all to be underground. And that's the focus. Like here in Houston, I've had Apotheca. If you have not checked out Apotheca, check them out.
Yeah.
Lucy will give you nightmares and then sing you to sleep. She is an amazing vocalist. The rest of the band is phenomenal. Lucid Illusions, they're kind of a punk band, but they have this really slick rock and roll sound. Kareem K is awesome. Rainchild.
Nice.
There's all
local.
This is a hip hop haven.
That's all in
Houston.
Huh? Nice. So your music scene is pretty good. So yeah. The country music scene is good there too in Texas.
It's well, yeah. I mean, you can't, like, if you're in a cover band, you pretty much have to do at least one or two country songs. But Houston is really a hip hop haven. But there are a lot of really good rock bands here. And then I have to, while I have the opportunity, I have to thank one of the bands that you featured,
Glass Helix.
Glass Helix. They were the ones that turned me onto onto your program. So, and they were on my program too, and I love me some Glass Helix.
Yeah, they just came out with a new video and stuff, and yeah, they were supposed to open for Jesse James Dupree, Jackal. but that got canceled. So,
yeah.
Damn Corno.
It's always something.
Corno 19. Let's be. So, what do you do for a living? Are you trying to do the radio thing full time?
If I could make this my full-time job and make ends meet, this is exactly what I would do. I'd do it every day.
Sometimes I think, yes, just make that leap and just do it. You could do it. Yeah, that's a lot of freaking work, man. A lot of work.
Well, you need, you got to line up sponsors, and I've been trying to do that for the better part of 6 months now, and it just seems like you run into roadblock after roadblock.
Well,
you don't quit just because you've run into a roadblock.
Right, and that's what I say. I build a product, make it something, and it's time to get sponsors and to buy you new cameras and stuff like that. You guys get it, looking for sponsors. So, hell yeah.
And of course, I could be barking up the wrong tree. I'm trying to get with A-head drumsticks and orange amplification and Tama and stuff like that. Maybe I should shoot for lower hanging fruit. I don't know.
I've been married for 20 years, so yeah, it's no all the time. So, but you keep going, and you're gonna get that yes. That's a big smile. But yeah, you gotta just keep going. Hey, make it yours. We all got visions.
Amen.
It's amazing that the team that Be on the Move has acquired over the years. I mean, with me and Zach starting this thing, and frickin' then Tim come along and actually made something. Thanks, Tim.
Your team is simply phenomenal.
Jessica,
what they do to put on the show.
Alex, everybody. Alex is the smart one. She kind of scared me a little bit. Too many brains, Alex. Sorry. No, but they're all going to school for this stuff, and hell yeah. I always use that. It's all about togetherness. I had let me see that pipe. That's impressive. The club. Did you see this?
I did. That fucker's huge.
Tell me. I don't know if you smoke pot. I don't. It's illegal in Texas. Isn't it?
Well, the good thing is that Houston is fairly lenient on cannabis.
So they're not gonna felonize you then, huh? They'll just take it away from you.
I don't advertise, so unless they watch Morty on the Move.
see, it's legal here, and I was thinking, when I had that, when we had the show Monday, I was thinking, oh my God, it might gonna be like looked at as that guy that sits around and smokes like that. No, I'm not. That's very rare.
I think everybody knows that you're not that guy.
I hope so, but anyway, imagine ripping that thing just to get the freaking you would probably be on the floor,
Oh yeah.
Hyperventilating, and then hopefully your body.
Well,
and then the rep. Maybe that's what it's about.
Rock on.
Right. So, we're gonna tune in, join in, and
those are some amazing bongs.
you
Wow. Warehouse work, just to, kind of make ends meet. I hate it. It pisses me off. That's where I got the name Little Rage anyway, because somebody does something stupid and I let them know about it. Oh yeah. It's usually, well, normally I'm not, but when you open up a truck that's full of, electrical equipment and it looks like an F5 tornado went off in it, and you're like, I got to unload this. Fuck you.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, "All right, Little Rage, take a step." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry."
So then you, how long you been doing the Mind of Little Rage?
We will be coming up on 1 year on June 6th. Will be 1 year.
When you say we, do you have a team too?
I say we. It's me. It's just me.
Oh,
that's all there is to it. It's just
you, yourself, and you, right? And your.
Yes, that's the three of us.
Nice.
Yeah, but June 6th will be the 1 year anniversary for the show.
Sweet. Well, congratulations. I mean, making it a year doing something is really an accomplishment. So hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So what do you got planned for this summer? You you got a big family and all that stuff, or you single?
No, it's just me and my son.
You and your son.
And he's going to school, so
cat?
and.
Do
What's
you have
that?
A dog or a cat?
He has a cat.
He has a cat.
I'm not a cat person,
I'm
but
not a cat person.
I'm a dog person.
You got to change that, Rich.
But
no, I'm just kidding. He wants to be a cat person. Support him, whatever he wants to do.
No, I'm a dog person. I'd rather have a dog.
But you don't have cats. Luckily, my wife is allergic to cats, so that's awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, speaking of the kid, when I talked about the kid, the lead guitar player, and that, Tim, do you think we can get that kid in that Meacham video while I'm talking?
Right now?
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll find out.
But we've got a guitar player. And I love throwing shit at Tim, but
I know you.
it keeps you on your toes, brother. So anyway, Matt does these guitar solos, and his guitar like nobody's business. And we have several talented guitar players here in just Colorado Springs. I mean, and so he got together with a kid and did a video with them, and they weren't in the same room. It was all separate, Matt sent out a track, Zach jammed to it, then he would point, and then then Matt will jam to it, then Zach. And it's a really, really cool thing. And Matt also does logos and posters and all that stuff too. So he's really good with editing that stuff. He's done the don't take Donnie, build that wall, don't take the tacos, but save the tacos or something like that. I can't remember. And then, yeah, I thought I turned my voice down. But Tim hasn't found it yet, huh?
I'm still working on it.
All right. And
I found it, but I have to take care of downloading it and shit.
Anyway, so, I actually own a landscape business, Rage. Yeah, I've been doing it for 35 years for everybody else, so here I go by myself and Mortensen retaining walls. We have a light.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures that kind of led me to that bit of a conclusion that you did some type of landscaping or something like that.
Yeah. Doing it for a long time, and I'm pretty lucky because I love my job. I love to create things, and yeah, that's what it's all about, man. And I could drive all over town and say I did that like 30 years ago. I did that like 15 years ago, you know. All over town, I got my jobs, my walls still standing, and my fences or whatever, you know. So
that's got to be a good feeling to see something that you've done years ago still.
I remember
still standing and still looking good.
I remember driving around back home in South Dakota with my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I built that house. Back in '63." And we did that building, and so yeah, it's and I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, I did that, and you know, how the world turning into your parents, and no, I don't have aggressive. So, yeah.
I found it. It's ready. It's kinda ready.
Kinda ready.
Kinda ready.
Kinda ready. But it's a really cool video. It's just one song, and it's kind of mimics what what some of us are going through. I've been lucky enough to where I'm in the essential category of working. So I did a 10-day quarantine, and I went to work.
Yeah.
I've got a small company, so yeah. I went to work, and I went to a lady's house today, and I always carry my mask when I go in, but I don't always put it on, so I put it on for her because she was wearing hers, so I'll wear mine too then. So, but
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. We want everybody to stay safe. I'd hate to get somebody sick. I've been walking that line. So, but freedom! Sunday. That's when the governor is going to release us. I'm going to be freaking looking like Braveheart, running out to my neighbor to give her a hug. Or running over to my friends. I'm a hugger. God dang it.
I am too.
But all right, let's check this video out. What do you say, Tim? You ready over there, Rage?
I'm ready.
Man, both these guitars are frickin' rock and roll. Hell yeah. Here it goes.
I can't stand Hansel.
I know, right? Riding in
Oh no, that's the Zoolander clip.
That's the what?
That was the Zoolander clip.
Oh, Zoolander.
It's like this.
Hell yeah. Zach and the Kid, great. Monsters on Maple Street, Chieftain, He Kill 3, all represented in that with them two guys. I mean, Monsters on Maple Street, holy crap, they came back and blew me away. And yeah, great band. And the kids in Chieftainess and He Kill 3. And yeah, He Kill 3 is always played on every show, I think. So
We going back to Rage, right?
we are.
You're still talking to? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Just make
you're there, aren't you, Rage?
I'm here. I'm right here.
So faithfully, what'd you think of the video? No, Rage couldn't see it on that side, so we'll be expecting some comments in there from you later on.
Oh well, it gives me another excuse to go back, watch this episode, not to look at my face, and then put my comments in and share it, as you say. Like it, love it, share it.
That's
so let's do that.
I hate going back and watching the shows. I hate watching myself on camera. It's weird.
I feel you, because I have to go back and edit my program, and I'm listening to my voice and I'm go, God, you sound like a hick.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I sound like I don't know.
It's that Texas drawl,
yeah,
baby.
That's it. I think you got a great speaking voice. So.
Well,
it's not hard to understand what you say. And that's the important thing, especially in radio, I suppose.
That's 4 years of dramatic arts training in high school, still sticking with me.
Arts, nice.
Or theater arts, or whatever you want to call it. I'm actually a thespian.
Well, I am too. But so you were in like Macbeth and all the Shakespeare. Did you perform?
No, didn't do any Shakespeare.
Did you do any plays or anything like that?
I did A Christmas Carol my freshman year. I was young Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh.
Did a lot of melodramatic stuff. Annie Get Your Gun, The Matchmaker. The coolest thing was we had to give a speech, a famous speech. So I chose Julius Caesar's Friends, Countrymen, or Countrymen, Friends, Romans, whichever way it goes. But we had to have some kind of musical accompany with it, and I used the epilogue of Bytorn the Snow Dog from Rush as my background music.
Sweet.
And it turned out so badass. It was really cool.
Nice. I remember back in junior high, the wrestling team did a skit about Hee Haw. We had the cornfield and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of showing my
That's
age
cool.
a little bit.
Dude, I'm right there. I grew up watching Hee Haw.
Yeah, it was such a nice, wholesome show. Benny Hill.
Yeah, no sexual innuendo whatsoever on that show.
Howdy. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get to cruising. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Rage, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. And
Thank you for having me, man. This is an honor. I really appreciate you and your crew. Yeah. Phenomenal. Thank you very much. Great hospitality.
Keep up the rage, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you on the comments. So,
Absolutely.
Just remember, everybody, Wednesday, keep sharing that Chieftain 420 special, and go like their page, like Chieftainess, Mountain Wookie, and Morty on the Move. Share the 420 and enter to win. We want lots of names, and we're going to give the studio is just full of Mountain Wookie. I think she brought half the Woodland Park store here. because the Canyon City store is huge, with lots and lots of stuff in there. I mean, and hell yeah, Mariah's awesome. Thank you, Mariah and Chieftainess, Mountain Wookie. And remember, like it, love it, share it. Peace out.
Is this a dream or just reality? This is not how I thought it would be. We are stuck in modern slavery. This is how it's always going to believe the things that I